Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to matchup number 3 here tonight on Tombstone TV episode 65, folks. This is a fatal 4-way tables match, folks. Never been done here before in CWS. Introducing the first man in this matchup, folks. It's Dr. Dermot Allergy. He is representing the team of the first response. And folks, let me just break this one down for you. As the former light heavyweight champion makes his way to the ring, we normally would have 20 top-ranked male athletes fight in 10 one-on-one matches, and those 10 winners go to contenders. An over-the-top rope 10-man matchup where we will determine the number one contender for the CWS World's Heavyweight Championship. But folks, there's only 19 clear-cut in the top 20 right now. There are 4 men with the same record, folks. They have the same score. Here, everything is ranked in CWS, and to determine which of the 4 men makes it into that top 20 ranking, folks, they're going to face each other here tonight in a tables matchup. The winner of this one, folks, will take on that 20th spot. And folks, will it be this man right now, a former tag team champion of the world, former 2-time light heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. Hardy Boy. Hardy Boy and the Doctor, no strangers to each other, folks. These guys have gone back and forth over that light heavyweight championship for the longest of times. Hardy would love to get an opportunity at the heavyweight world championship. He's had some battles with heavyweights like Royal Albert Hall, like the Doctor, like Big Ben in the past. Hardy would love to show that the little guy can do it, folks. But which of these guys will make it into the top 20? I am intrigued myself, folks, because I do believe the winner of this matchup will go to the main event of next week's show, where they will face off against the last man in the pool. Because, folks, obviously it starts off with 20 men in the pool, and then for each matchup that takes place, the pool lessens and lessens and lessens. So towards the end, you have a better chance of predicting and training and scouting your opponents than you do at the start. Folks, this is hugely exciting for me. Hardy Boy, second man in this matchup. This won't be a ranked match, by the way. This will not affect the records, as the third man in the matchup makes his way to the ring representing the Savage Hearts and the Wrestler family. This is Mr. Marshall Hearts, a former contender winner. Marshall would love to do that again. The winner of this match gets the last spot in the top 20. It doesn't affect the rankings. The records will be unaffected, folks. Marshall. Unusually, we're seeing him on his own, but folks, all partners, managers, valets, they're all banned from ringside for this matchup. That's why Hardy came alone. There's no Dudley by his brother with him. There's no lock and load, and none of the first response came out with Dr. Dermot Allergy. Not even Nurse deceased, longtime friend and confidant of the Doc. So, folks, that's 3/4 of the combatants in this matchup after arriving. Who is the 4th and final man in this fatal 4-way tables matchup? Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Cosmic Alliance, Moonbeam Jr. Moonbeam Jr., folks, is another CWS original. Dates all the way back to the beginning of CWS with us. Moonbeam's family and friends and associates here. The Cosmic Alliance watching on backstage at the monitors. No doubt in my mind about it. This guy is one of the strangest cats in the whole galaxy. And here he is, folks, on Tombstone TV tonight, looking for an opportunity to get himself into contention for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Thank you for joining us here tonight in CWS Tombstone TV. The Doctor looks ready. Hardy Boy is ready. Marshall Hearts looks ready. And Moonbeam Jr. looks ready. The referee rings the bell and this thing starts off, folks. My God, the Doctor dropping Marshall and Hardy Boy, knocking Moonbeam over the top rope and trying to get him outside. Slingshot stunner outside to the floor. Doctor with that kick taking Marshall Hart's off his feet and now scooping Hardy Boy up over the top of his head, and Marshall kicking out at the Doctor just like that. You gotta watch out for the expert feats. What are feats? Feet of Marshall Hart's. This guy knows all of the different martial arts styles, folks. It's not just a name, it's a lifestyle. He just dropped Moonbeam Jr. across that top rope, and Moonbeam sprung back, folks. Marshall whipping the Doc into the corner, and Moonbeam runs up the chest and backflips off Marshall Hart's. And look at that for a clothesline. The Doctor clotheslined the Hardy, but they're back up to their feet. Moonbeam just absolutely shit-canned that handspring. Marshall with the leg sweep, and Hardy launching himself over the top rope and outside of the floor, throwing caution to the wind, just like his namesakes. Hardy by with the kick now to the back of the Doctor. Meanwhile, in the ring, Marshall Hart's, just clubbered, absolutely straight clubbered. Moonbeam with the table on the top of the head, and you see the standing moonsault from Hardy by to the Doc, and now the Doctor still down, and Moonbeam with the shotgun dropkick takes Hardy by off his feet. Marshall with the table in his hands, using it as a shield, a protective weapon maybe. Just set the table up in the center of the ring, and he goes for a suicide dive to the outside, and the Dynamicam just caught it all. The Dynamicam just caught that as the Doctor got clipped by a flying Marshall Hart's. And my God, look at Hardy just dominating Moonbeam on the outside. The Doctor thrown into the ring, and he knocked the table down as he did so. Marshall goes to pick up the table, and the Doctor, playing possum, waited for the Marshall Arts to be distracted and then started unloading furious blows. The Doc now looking to set up the table. And on the outside, Moonbeam Jr. and Hardy Pie going at it, folks. Marshall sneaking up behind the Doc, whips him off the, oh my God, hard way into that corner post, and his back hit that hard, folks. Martial arts now, again, using that table as a shield. He's a regular Steve Rogers, ladies and gentlemen. A man that knows all those holds and still using weapons in the matchup. My gosh, that clothesline from Doc just took Marshall down, and Moonbeam on the outside watching. Waiting on the Doctor, straight suplex here to Martial Arts onto that table. And now the Doc setting up the... Well, he just launched the table at Hardy Pie and Moonbeam Jr. And now the Doc going for the right hand here to the guts of Moonbeam, but he got the fist, and now Hardy Pie taking over. Corkscrew forearm. Moonbeam Jr. with the coolest forearm in the galaxy, and he just tossed that table back, and it bounced off Hardy Pie. Even Hardy distracted. The Doctor hitting Hardy and then evading the shotgun dropkick that Moonbeam has patented. Oh my God, look at that, taking Moonbeam down. And now Marshall, I think he clipped the ankles of the Doc with the table on the way into the ring. And now Marshall going for a table on the outside. And there's a breakdown here, folks. The Doctor picking up Moonbeam Jr. for the vertebra breaker onto the underside of that table. Marshall Hart's shield table thing in hand, and now are they going to duel, folks? The Doctor setting up a table, and Marshall just bounced the table off the top of the head of the Doctor. And folks, the Doctor is surely going to need a nurse after this one. Look at that, table's already cracking. Marshall setting up the table, and Hardy knocks it down. Special buy, ladies and gentlemen. And as Hardy stands up out of the special buy, Moonbeam clocks him into the top of the head with that table. The Doctor now targeting Marshall Hart's on the outside, but Moonbeam Jr. springboard around the waist, and they're running bulldog. He just took Hardy Pie down, and the Doctor is lying in wait, watching out to see who comes out the better of Moonbeam and Hardy's exchange. Moonbeam now dragging Hardy over to the table. The Doctor tying up with Marshall, and the Hurricane Rana. Hardy goes through the table, and folks, Moonbeam Jr. picks up the win. That's right, folks, Moonbeam Jr. booked his slot. He's going to the main event of next week's show. Moonbeam Jr. in the main event of episode 66. In a contenders qualification bout, folks. That was an exciting fatal four-way tables match. I was thrilled to bits for that one, folks. Don't go anywhere. We've still got 3 contenders qualification bouts tonight, folks, and a very special tag team matchup Folks, the current reigning champions, the man they call Motor and Wrench M, the tag team champions of the world after that grueling Hell in a Cell match at the Masquerade Brawl, the semi-main event where they faced off against Lock and Load. Folks, management have decided the Lock and Load deserve another shot at the gold. So Lock and Load will be against the Grim Reapers, folks, at Eliminator in Newcastle upon Tyne for the World's Tag Team titles. It will be a Reapers rules match, folks. They are the champions. They do get to pick the stipulations. That is the rule. But folks, something very interesting has occurred. Management have decided that upon the return of the Platinum Kid to Tombstone TV, the Platinum Kid and Carlos Reyes, that's right folks, the Platinum Kings will be afforded an opportunity to get into that tag team title matchup with all the history between Lock and Load and the Grim Reapers, and between Grim Reapers and the Platinum Kings after that heinous attack of Wrench M on the Platinum Kid. Management have decided that the Grim Reapers have the opportunity to fight the Platinum Kings tonight, folks, in the semi-main event. If the Platinum Kings pick up the win, they will be inserted into the tag team title match and it'll become a 3-way tag team matchup, folks. If the Grim Reapers win here tonight, folks, the match at Eliminator will stay 2-on-2. There's a lot to play for, but folks, I have also been told that Wrench M and the man who they call Motor, they haven't arrived here tonight. Ratchet Riley Rose, Tommy Torque Thompson and Jackson Gage Harris are backstage, but nobody has seen the man they call Motor or Wrench M. What will this mean, folks? We'll have to find out later on tonight. But before that, we've 2 more contenders qualification bouts, folks. Don't go anywhere. Tombstone TV. We're only like halfway through the show, folks.